4 years in waiting. 2015, that semi-final day in Sydney, we had decided come 2019, the thing has to be reversed. And finally, just a few hours from now, India take field here in Southampton. And to preview that, to talk more about it, we've got our friend, expert, World Cup winner, champion Harbhajan Singh, and my colleague Vikrant Gupta. First question to you, Bajju. Excited? Just the countdown has started few hours from now.
Very excited. The only thing have changed for me, I don't feel the pressure now. But I'm sure I can tell you, guarantee you, boys will be feeling the pressure today, and that excitement will be there. But, you know, deep within, that pressure will be there when the game will start. Obviously, it'll come down little down than later on. But, yeah, very, very excited. And hopefully, India will play the first game really, really well and get the right result as well.
How many World Cups? One second. How many World Cups have you covered now? I mean, champion you are. That this is super. So 5th World Cup, expectations.
Rahul and Sachin Tendulkar are the only ones who've played 6 World Cups.
You will get there. They've played 6 World Cups. Vikrant is on 5. But Vikrant, your expectation going into the tournament, massive tournament for everybody here, back home, everywhere.
More so for India. I mean, the Indian context. As you said, 2015, India were not the favourites to win. They reached the semi-finals, they did well, but they were not expected to win. Australia was, and they won. England, people are talking about that they've got a very good side, but they did not do all that well against Pakistan. They conceded 348, and then they could not chase it down because they lost wickets. So in a World Cup game, how you handle the pressure is very important. And for India, they need to start well. Who would have thought that within a week, we are talking about South Africa's elimination? Now, this was impossible. Now, within a week, with these conditions, I think the conditions also matter a lot.
Before I sort of set the match up, Harbhajan, you are on record in Salam Cricket with many of our shows to say India are the favourites. Why are you saying this? How confident are you, and why are you so confident?
I'm confident because I've seen him over the years. You know, these guys, the kind of cricket they have played and the kind of abilities they have. And I've just recently played with them in the IPL. You know, I know that these guys, when it comes to the World Cup, you know, these guys will be really looking forward to do something really special for India. Someone like Rohit Sharma, who's never won a World Cup, you know, would be very excited to go out there and do something very special, not just for himself, for all the teammates. And someone like Virat Kohli. You can't have a bigger match winner or, you know, someone who's got, you know, a bigger hunger than anyone, you know. So Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni, Shikhar Dhawan, you know, such talent. If they don't win it, I'll be very surprised. You know, I think they have got a great chance and they have got the brilliant team. You know, they have got bowling, they have got everything right. All they need to just do is just keep everything in a right way, you know, in the game. Don't feel pressure, just go out there and play, take things it comes and absorb the pressure. Pressure will be there, absorb the pressure and come out as a champion.
Okay, we've now seen how the two teams are stacking up. It is cold, Early morning, Southampton, these two are clapping because they're also feeling the cold. Look at Harbhajan, look at Vikrant. Vikrant was trying to open his jacket to be brave. Put it on again because it is cold, ladies and gentlemen. 6-7 degrees, early morning, Southampton. Bajju, so what if it's cold? So what if it's hot in India? Everybody on the edge of their seats, and that heat from 1.3 billion. All of you, all of the whole country have backed you guys, and now to Virat and his team.
Boria, this cold will not stop any of those Indian players, you know, who are sitting in the dressing room, and they'll be looking forward to go out there. And it doesn't matter what sort of the conditions they will get, whether it's going to be cold or hot, whatever. You know, you ask me, you know, if I have to go out there and play now, you know, I'll remove my jersey and go out there because even if I'm...
an offer for you to play county cricket if you want to.
Champion that he is. I mean, I messaged him one day saying, yeah, how are you doing it? I mean, one day on commentary, next day man of the match in IPL. Is this a joke or what? I mean, anyway, that's Harbhajan Singh for you, super talented. We've got some music. We've got some music setting up the World Cup for us early morning. No problem. Vikrant, he said 3 fast bowlers if it's cold and dreary. Are you going in with 3 or it's 2 spinners for you?
I think it ought to be 3 medium paces, 3 fast bowlers. Plus you've got Hardik Pandya. But the choice would be which spinner to play. Kuldeep had done well against them last year when we went to South Africa. We beat them. But I think Chahal is your main spinner right now. Point is, who would you play at number 6? Ideally, if you'd played just Chahal, Kedar Jadhav would have been the second spinner. But would you play Kedar Jadhav having not played any matches in 1 month, or would you then go in with Vijay Shankar?
Well, I think looking at these conditions, it's going to be a cold day, so I doubt if we'll play two spinners. I think Vijay Shankar would be the choice to go with. But team management will have to decide, and will have to wait and watch. Who will go out there and play the game for Team India. But I can tell you, Kedar Yadav, we have seen yesterday he was batting in the nets, and looks like he's also ready for the game. And it's going to be interesting, to see who will actually feature in the first 11, whether it's going to be two spinners or one spinner, and Kedar comes in to bowl 5-6 overs. And let's see what happens. But whatever happens, we want India to do well.
Are you happy with the way KL Rahul batted? Because for a long time, Boya number 4 was a problem. Number 4, and then the middle order and the lower middle order. All of a sudden, we're talking about the openers.
Okay, we can't say.
I think Rahul has got the talent and also the technique to play at number 4. He's an opener. If you lose 2 wickets up front, in first 10 overs, Rahul is the guy to go for. And Vijay Shankar, I don't see him doing what Rahul can do. Vijay at 4. Vijay can definitely play the inning of quick 25-30, but if Rahul goes on to bat, he'll get 100.
The man who will have to take all these calls did speak to India today a few days before the team came to England. Here's Virat Kohli talking to us on India Today.
Is this the most important tournament you've ever played? Captain, best batsman, the flag bearer of our dreams, as I said.
Well, if you look at everything together, I think yes, this is going to be probably the tournament where I'm more or less going to be involved in a lot of things. As you said, in 2011, yes, I was there as a player, but I did not. I wasn't involved in all the meetings and the pressures that come with taking the team forward and how to go about it. I was just happy doing my practice bit and just contributing to the team. Yeah, but at this point of time, it's going to be very different. Even 2015, I wasn't involved to an extent where I had to be a part of everything that's going on. So yeah, to understand the magnitude of a tournament like this from a captain's point of view, along with the team management, it's a different ball game. So and it's something I'm really looking forward to, because when you play so much international cricket, after a while you need a bigger challenge. And I think there's no bigger challenge than the World Cup, and to come at this time where we played so much cricket over the past few years, and to find a tournament like this where every team is just up and running again, they're so excited for it. I think it's amazing for world cricket.
If I look at the format, this is the most challenging format. 9 teams play each other, right? I mean, 92 was the last time this happened. Again, it's happening after 25 years. But if we look at our schedule, we are playing South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and that big one, Pakistan. Can't get tougher. How are you looking at it? And when we talk, this match of Pakistan, the rhetoric outside, what has happened in the extra cricketing world, does that make you feel we are a tad unfair as in the nation? Ultimately, it's a cricket match between 2 teams. Are the extra sort of outside factors at all important for you, or can you cocoon yourself to all that and say, oh, you know what? Don't put that pressure on me. Me and my team will go out and play a cricket match.
Look, again, pressure is as much as you want to take it. We have always approached that game as a cricket match. When you step onto the field, you can't think of the things that might have been in your head or the things that are going on the outside. It's just purely the game that you love playing. And if you want to win a game of cricket, you have to be present, you have to use your brain, you have to use your heart at times to be brave. So you can't think of many things on the outside, and we as a team definitely don't think of any of those things. Regardless of who we are playing, for us it's a cricket game. But the fact they're saying that we're playing 4 strong side initially, I think presents also an opportunity to get into a headspace where if you do well against these teams, then you feel like you're there as a team and things are running in auto mode. So we are all looking at that as an opportunity rather than saying maybe a few easier games initially. There's no easy game in the World Cup. Every team is going to be as motivated and as pumped up to win against any team, and we have to be the same, and we should be grateful that we're getting tough games initially so that we can find ourselves out as a team where we stand and really work on things. Or if we get on a winning roll, then things go really well for the team in a long tournament like this.
But your final few minutes on the show, build-up has started. You were on Salam Cricket. What does a World Cup mean to you? 2007 champion, 2011 champion. I don't know. Let's pinch. Man, yes. Okay. What does a World Cup mean to you?
Well, it was a dream for me to lift the cup, and obviously, unbelievable feeling, and winning the World Cup is a special feeling. It's like I can't really describe the kind of feeling we had, and I still feel very proud that I'm a World Cup champion. And
Double World Cup champion.
yeah, so are my other World Cup champions who played with me, and I wish all these 15 guys sitting in the dressing room, they become a world champion once again and make us all proud.
Jasprit Bumrah. We've always called him a champion. Is he your key in this game against South Africa?
Yes, definitely. He's the key for India. If India wants to play well and win, Jasprit Bumrah needs to pick wickets, and he's the guy. I'm looking forward to see him bowl in this competition, and he is also playing his first World Cup. This is like a dream come true for him. From where to where he has come, and what a champion he has become.
Stadium authorities will now throw us because they're planning to play the music. So quick comment from you. Michael Clarke has also picked Jasprit Bumrah. Pick one player today who you think will dominate this match against South Africa for us. I'm hoping India's winning.
Rohit Sharma.
Nice call. Interesting call. Rohit Sharma.
Virat has that record. 2011 first century, first game. 15 first century, first game. And we did ask him yesterday about another century this game. But I would pick Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma. Rohit again was on record on India Today, which you will see later today. That interview saying this is one of the biggest platforms. But one man who's actually picked Bumrah and Virat Kohli is, along with Harbhajan Singh, Michael Clarke. Michael spoke to Vikrant and me. Take a listen. India hitting the park finally on June 5th, just a day now, against a team that has now lost 2 of its games. Does that make South Africa that much extra eager because their campaign can go absolutely downhill? On the other hand, fans, like we have all of these fans who will speak to us, they will feel, okay, South Africa 2 down means India can just do it. They are a weak side. What does that say for the Indian team? And if you were the coach looking from the outside, what should be your combination going into the first game?
India are a brilliant team, and in my opinion, they're one of the favourites of the competition. I've no doubt they'll make the semi-finals, and then once you make the semi, any one of those 4 teams on their given day can win. India is as talented as any team in this World Cup. But South Africa now, after losing the first 2 games, it's make or break, really. They need to play. They need to assume that if they lose this game, they're going home. Which is not the case, but that'll be South Africa's attitude. They've been disappointing in World Cups over a long period of time, South Africa, and they've started this one disappointingly as well. So they need to come out and play their best cricket. The other thing as well, they know the conditions. They've played practice games, 2 tournament games, so they're used to these conditions now. They know what to expect. India have played, one practice game, 2 practice games, 2 practice games. So the key, if I was in the Indian change room, I would just be saying, let's not take any time to warm into this game. When we toss that coin, once we know if we're batting or bowling, we are 100%. We start in 5th gear. If we're batting, we're dominating South Africa. If we're bowling, we're taking wickets in those first 10 overs. India can't afford to take their time to work into that game because I feel like South Africa are going to come really hard.
Okay, before I give it back to Vikrant, one question. If you think of the combination, from what I understand from the Indian management, my sources within there say that India is contemplating playing Chahal and Kuldeep. Do you think that's the combination they should go with? Or would you have played Jadeja as an extra spinner who also gives you the batting option?
I would definitely go the 2 wrist spinners. I would go Kuldeep and Chahal, but I think India's going to go the safer route in Jadeja because of the extra batting. It means you've got batting at, Hardik at 7, Jadeja at 8. You bat really deep. So yeah, my mind is assuming that India will go with Jadeja. But if I was captain of that team, I would go both wrist spinners. I think Kuldeep and Chahal are 2 attacking, wicket-taking bowlers. And I hope Virat and India go that way.
MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli combination. How important is that? Dhoni's form going in. Virat
he and Virat in an interview to India Today said just a couple of weeks back to me, saying, I field in the boundary knowing that MS will do the changes. I know MS will take the calls. How important is this camaraderie, friendship, respect for this Indian cricket team in this one?
Huge. MS Dhoni's experience, not just how good a wicket-keeper batsman he is, but his experience on big stages, World Cups, big occasions will play a huge role if India go on and win this World Cup. MS Dhoni would have played a big part, there's no doubt about it. I think his experience around the group is very important. I think his relationship with Virat is something India should be really proud of. You know, I think I think about when I took over the captaincy from Ricky Ponting as well, I never felt intimidated about Ricky being in the team. I had my own style on my own way, and I backed that as a captain. And I feel Virat does exactly the same. He backs his own style and his own way, but he has MS Dhoni there if he needs him. And I was fortunate to have Ricky Ponting there if I needed him. But yeah, you see Virat Kohli in the last 15 overs of a one-day game will do mid-on to mid-on because he's one of the better outfielders. And that's where you'll see MS Dhoni will set the field, be communicating with the bowler. MS Dhoni tactically is one of the best captains I certainly have seen through my career. Certainly one of the best tacticians that India's had. So that experience is going to help Virat Kohli a lot.
10:30 a.m. starts. Teams want to bowl first. They want to use that extra half an hour. How important are the top three for India? Rohit, Shikhar, Virat, they've got the experience, but Rohit and Shikhar haven't scored too many runs. Would India be concerned?
Well, firstly, will teams keep bowling first? Pakistan just made 340, didn't they? England won the toss and sent them in the bat. I'm not sure. Again, this is the difference between a World Cup and every other game you play. Chasing over the past probably 2 years has become a given for teams. Teams want to send an opposition in, fast outfield, small boundaries, and want to chase the runs. The pressure of a World Cup, if you're chasing 220, 320, 140, it actually doesn't matter. To chase runs under pressure, this game is so much harder, and that's what makes a World Cup so special. So I'm really interested to see if teams continue to send opposition teams in. India would like Rohit and Shikhar in form, there's no doubt about it. I think, Rohit probably didn't play as well as he would have liked through the IPL as well. But again, I think you've got to back their experience. I think they are, as a combination, opening combination, there's probably no better combination in the World Cup if I think about the other teams.
Australia will have similar.
Warner Finch, pretty good. But no, they're no better than Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. I think the whole world knows how dangerous that top three is. So I think the key for Shikhar Dhawan, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli is to know how dangerous they are and play with that confidence. Walk out there and see the ball and just react because they're so skillful. And again, particularly in these conditions, all three of them play the short ball well. We've seen a lot of teams, Australia, West Indies, South Africa, use the short ball, the bouncer. All three of those guys, and KL Rahul, and MS Dhoni, that whole top five, they'll be saying the faster you bowl, the further I'll hit it. And I think they've got to play with like that. Play with that attitude that, we are here to not compete with any team. We're here to beat every team. We're here to win the World Cup.
Last couple of minutes on the show, folks. Maju, India's winning today?
Well, yes, India is winning.
Good game. India should win. No, I think South Africa are under pressure. And for if it were Australia, I would have said that they'll pick themselves up. I would imagine that having lost 2 games on the verge of being eliminated, South Africa would crack further. Rabada, as Baji said, is the key. If he bowls well with the new ball, 2, 3, 4 wickets, then you never know. Otherwise, if you bat out the first 10 overs, it's India.
Okay, the hashtag World Cup on India today, and why not? Just look at nothing today. Sit in front of the television on India Today and Aaj Tak, and you will have
expected to clear out. That also you should let them know.
Absolutely, it is supposed to be cloudy but no rain, so there will be a game. But before and after, keep watching India Today and Aaj Tak, because you'll have Harbhajan Singh, Sachin Tendulkar, Vivian Richards, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shane Warne, some of these interviews. As I said, hashtag World Cup on India Today. And I'm not joking, you will not miss out on anything. For the moment, time for some breakfast. It's gone inside. Look at him. He's starving. He's now pulling it in. And me, I don't want to talk about my physique. On that note, from Southampton, the first day when India plays. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.